We got to watch the Expats International Ingrams. We got to watch it. So, we're all going to watch Juanita's show, the Expats International Ingrams. And congrats, Juanita, because getting a show on television is difficult like a motherfucker. So that's the other part you got to remind yourself on those days. Like, I got a show on the TV. These people got something to say because they got something to watch. And they got something to watch because I gave it to them. So you got to big yourself up like that. You got to remember to do that. You got to remember to do that. Because you have to make shows like this. We have to continue to make shows like this because these people out here are doing everything in their power to try to erase the existence that we have had to work so hard to cultivate for ourselves as Black folks. So you have to do this show. And for what it's worth, I love the idea that, there are, I don't call them expats, but there are Black American immigrants that are overseas because we also get tricked into thinking this is the only place where we can thrive. And we're not even necessarily thriving in many cases, right? But we oftentimes think that like America is the only place where we can really plant our roots and see ourselves in the attaining of this American dream. And that thing is so elusive and inconclusive. And then you go overseas and you go other places and you're like, oh, well, this place has all the things I like. And without like these things that I'm dealing with at home in America. So maybe I should try over here for a little bit. But I love when you said like, it's about like expanding borders and seeing bigger dreams and goals manifest. And you are absolutely right. There are folks that just don't want to see that. And not even just white folks. I mean, I've had Black folks who are just like, oh, who do you think you are? Like you're trying to push, these ideologies because you're from somewhere else. And it's like, I mean, my mother is from Grenada, but I grew up here. And I think it's really very important that we see other things and understand that like this world is ours. Let me tell you something. These white folks, they expats all over the place. They go wherever the fuck. They're not even paying taxes here no more. They get businesses. They have homes. They start families. They be marrying the people in the place. They're like, this land is your land. This land is my land. All over this globe. And I am fully in encouragement for Black folks doing the same. And I love that you created this show to demonstrate that in a real way. And in the unscripted space, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Real World and Real Housewives and Basketball Wives, all of these are unscripted shows. So often Black folks in the unscripted space are presented in these deleterious ways, right? We've seen the Housewives shows. We've seen the Basketball Wives shows. We've seen the Love and Hip Hop shows, like all of this like negative imagery. And it's like, someone here like Juanita is like, can I just show like Black peopling in like this other place of greatness? And we've seen white shows like that. I mean, shit, the Kardashians is literally just a show about this family. That's it. There's nothing spectacular happening. It's a show about a white family. That's it. So Juanita, keep your head up, girl. Keep your head up. Again, remember, like you said, that tribe shit is real. We're all going to watch Juanita's show, the Expats International Ingrams. And congrats, Juanita, because getting a show on television is difficult like a motherfucker. So that's the other part you got to remind yourself on those days. Like, I got a show on the TV. These people got something to say because they got something to watch. And they got something to watch because I gave it to them. So you got to big yourself up like that. You got to remember to do that. You got to remember to do that.